Hello, I'm PX Toycat, and welcome back to Seed Sunday. Seed Sunday is a weekly series I run on my channel where I show you seeds Minecraft Console Edition which are particularly interesting and worth checking out in some way. And this week's seed is definitely both those things if you like your rare biomes, because if you've watched my top 5 rarest biomes video, you'll know that mooshroom biomes are the rarest one to be found in the game. It maybe went once every 100 seeds on the console, and when you do find a mooshroom biome, you usually are going to have a seed which is just 99% ocean. Today I have the rarest biome in the game without that big ocean problem, but I also have the second rarest biome in the game, the third rarest biome, the fourth rarest biome, and the fifth, all on the same seed, and all combined in very bizarre ways that the title might be giving away, that I think you all might just enjoy. So yeah, I'm going to be showing off all of that stuff in today's video. Hopefully you do all enjoy. If you do, please do like the video and let me know, because it helps out the channel a lot, and lets me know you do like this particularly crazy, particularly rare seed. But yeah, let's get straight into it, shall we? And let's start with the seed itself. So it's going to be on screen right now. It is a really long number, and yeah, this long number actually comes in from a commenter of Player1. So big thanks to him. He just said he found it randomly, and yeah, this is a perfectly random find, because although at first it seems like a normal seed, you know, you type it in, you spawn just over here by this beacon, or you know, where my beacon's marking, and you're like, oh, okay, this is kind of nice. I've got some plains, I've got some extreme hills, and I've even got some coal tag behind me, all the things you need to build a lovely spruce house, right? And yeah, it looks kind of standard, and I think this, you know, plains is great to build on, but again, it's just kind of standard until you go backwards and you go through the you know, the spruce forestry, because you end up in a snowy biome. So the snow does cover a really decent portion of this map, which usually wouldn't be too great a thing, but if you look at the way it's divided amongst the biomes, you'll be like, okay, maybe that's acceptable, because first of all, this has 4 frozen rivers. Look at the map, you can see there are 4 of these rivers that are frozen over. Frozen rivers have been especially, you know, uncommon on the console since TU31, and if you want to find more of your frozen rivers, whether it's to build underneath them, or just to have a nice way to, I guess you can sprint across them and go a little bit faster, that's something you can entirely do, because bear in mind that, you know, the fastest way of sprinting, which is just, you know, having like these and then having blocks above them, this is something you can do without having to actually move the ice yourself, and you can just, you know, place along it, and then boom, suddenly you're going super fast because you're jumping along this. And just in case that's something you want, obviously I'm in creative, so I can't do that too well, that's something you can do really well with these rivers, and I think that's actually a pretty cool, interesting idea if you want to get around this place fast. If that's not your thing, this also has the other cool, you know, biome you can get in the icy place, and that is an ice spikes biome. So yeah, as well as having 4 of these, you know, frozen rivers, which are pretty rare by themselves, it also has an ice spikes over here, a pretty decent sized one, but it then has 2 more ice spikes in the biome. That's right, on the seed area, because if you, there's this first one here at these corners, just over here, but if you go to the very corner of the map, you'll actually see there is a second one. It's a very small second one, but still there is a second ice spikes biome just over here, and then finally, of course, there is a third one, and this third one's very interesting because of what it's combined with, because on the left here we have an ice spikes biome, right, but on the right we actually have one of the super hot biomes, the Mesa spikes. So yeah, we've got ice spikes right next to Mesa spikes. I think this is a bizarre glitch on the way the seed generated, because this is the very edge of the world. You cannot break these blocks even if you want to. And yeah, I've always been intrigued by the idea that, oh, yeah, there's just this bizarre little thing over here. So yeah, you've got your Mesa Sprice right next to your ice spikes in the most bizarre combination of biomes ever, except it's not actually the most bizarre combination of biomes ever. By the way, these coordinates right here, it's not the most bizarre set of biomes combined ever, because the most bizarre set I've ever seen, and I've never seen this before, is the Mesa mooshroom biome over here. So that's right, there is a Mesa biome and a mooshroom biome that are just combined, and I've never seen anything quite like this. I've never seen mooshroom biomes properly combined with another island. You know, sometimes you get it kind of with land, but never truly. But in this case, there's a mooshroom biome, a, you know, pretty medium-sized one here, not massive, but not too tiny either. But you've also got your Mesa biome just conjoined on there, and it's so bizarre, but so cool in my opinion. And yeah, I think this is the coolest place on the seed, because it's the rarest biome with another, you know, pretty rare biome that people are always looking for. Just to give, I don't know, I think that's pretty crazy. And you obviously get your favorite mob, but if you want to have mobs spawn this island, they will be able to spawn here, because they don't spawn in the mooshroom biome, but they can spawn in the Mesa, which means there's this very controlled area here for other mobs and whatnot, and I just think that's pretty great by itself. So yeah, that is, so far I've shown you 3 of the top 5 rarest biomes, right? But what about, actually no, I've shown you 4 because of the Mesa price. What about the 5th one? So those of you who do remember that top 5 rarest biome video, remember that the 5th one is actually to do with the jungle biome. Jungles have gotten a lot rarer since the most recent update, and, you know, like, most seeds just don't have them now, because, you know, a lot of people actually do like them a lot more. I mentioned that, I was like, yeah, people seem to like them all, and they're like, yeah, I do like them more, now more than rarer. And here you can see, here is a jungle edge biome, and it's not just a jungle edge biome, it's a jungle edge biome that seems to be pretty well sized. So why is this so interesting at all? I mean, it's just jungle wood, right? Like, you chop down a jungle tree, you get some cocoa beans, that's everything you need. Well, jungle biomes are really interesting for a couple of other reasons, the first of which is you get melons from them. So if you want melon seeds to make a massive melon farm and never need to have effort food again, because although melons are a terrible food, they're also very easy to get food, and if you want to do that, just come here and you can get yourself a really decent number of melon seeds. But the second reason this is great is because all you need to do is chop down some of these trees, so chop down down that tree, etc. Then flatten the area a little bit, and you have an amazing place to build, because jungle biomes have this super green grass. People always complimenting me on how I have it, and if you want to have this green grass as part of your build, you just have to come here and do a little bit of work. So yeah, if you like your super green jungle grass that some of you've got here, and yeah, just a nicely sized jungle in general, I was like, yeah, that's pretty nice. So as we kind of bring back round the seed, because we've been going like on a loop around the edge here. By the way, these are the coordinates for the jungle. But yeah, so as we go back around the loop, you'll see there's a few other points of interest. The first one is the fact that this has a decently sized roof forest biome just over here. So you can see it's kind of decently sized on one side of the mountain, and then pretty decently sized on the other side too. So I guess you kind of have to go through the mountain. And by the way, this actually goes on it, and it gets snow on it. I don't know how that or why that happens, but that's that right there. And yeah, if you've actually always wanted to have a roof forest which has some decent size to it, here you can actually see this is kind of an intimidating one that you do have to go through. And I think that's always interesting, because roof forests are meant to be this big place where mobs spawn in the day and it's scary and stuff, but in reality the way it's been working in here is just like, oh yeah, roof forests are like 4 trees sometimes. If you're lucky, you'll get 6, and in this case you get a lot more than 6 roof forest tree, which I think is nice. So finally, besides that, there's just a few interesting extreme hill biomes, quite a lot of it being to be truthful with you. We've got this massive segment over here, we've got just over there. Basically, if you want your emeralds, if you want your silverfish stone, you want all this sort of stuff, you can find it just below the mountains. So yeah, that's that right there, and that brings us back round to the spawn. So that's the interesting combination of biomes. There's a couple of other things I'd like to show you, but just in case you are curious, that's all of the interesting biomes. So yeah, what else do I have to show you besides a lot of extreme hill, a lot of the super rare biomes, and a lot of roof forest? Well, if we go back into the snowy biome, because this is where I spent a lot of my time focusing around, because I do think this is one of the most interesting, colder biomes I've seen so far. But yeah, just over here, first of all, we've got on the left our end portal. So I'm gonna be using this for some other video at some point soon. So just in case you spot it, you'll be like, that's from this seed. But yeah, there's actually an end portal just over here at these coordinates. If you dig down, you'll find the portal. Maybe go a little bit more to the right, otherwise that might happen. But yeah, you've obviously got yourself an end portal with a stronghold attached to it, which has a few chests within easiness to find. The interesting thing about this stronghold though is that the end portal is in a super low layer compared to everything else. So yeah, make sure you don't go through the portal which you've left open. That's probably not a good idea. But as well as the end portal, which was just over there, we have another thing which can be found. So the other thing that can be found is if we go to the north, and basically whenever I do these seed shows, I usually like show some diamond locations. This time I figured I'd be different, and I'd show you an amazing series of gold ores that I found, because I was just digging around looking for some ravines and stuff, and I went from ravine to cave to ravine to cave, and I just found more and more gold. So if you just go to these coordinates, I'll put it on screen right now, and then dig down. There's no lava on the way, so you actually can dig down safely. You'll be at just over here, and you'll see some gold in the wall. So I don't know if this is 2 or more than 2. Is it just 2? It looks like, yeah. It's just okay. So it's just got 2 on the wall there. But then you go further to the down the hallway, and you get 3 to the right, or it might be more than 3. But okay, we get at least 6 to the right. So that's 8 so far. Then you go over here, and you've got yourself 4 more at the very least. It could just be 4. Yeah, we got 4 more at the least, so that's 12. Assuming I didn't mess up my counting. Then you go into the ravine, and you end up with another one just over here. That brings us up to 13, and then we go over to here, or 4 different veins, and basically this cave just goes on and on and on, and I'm really worried that I've actually lost the main way out of it. I think it's through here, but yeah, this cave goes on and on and on, and it just keeps on leading into more gold. So there's some iron in the floor there. I believe it was in this ravine where I first found some of the gold. Yeah, there's some gold just over here, gold just over there, and there's just gold all over this cave. Every branch I looked up, I found gold after gold after gold, and there's no statistical way to find a cave that has more odds of gold, but this cave just got all the luck all at once. I think that was 7 veins I found just in my vague recollection of it. And as well as gold, this is low enough down that you can actually find diamonds if you keep looking around here. So if you want to find more gold and have a little bit of fun getting an insane amount, or if you're playing a single player UHC, I'd really recommend not doing this in multiplayer because that feels a little bit like cheating. But yeah, if you're playing a single player UHC, this is a great seed because your golden apples will be rolling in like crazy. Anyway, yeah, I hope you did all enjoy today's video and today's seed. If you did like it, please do like it and let me know. Share it if you really liked it, and subscribe if you're new around here. I make videos like this every single day on my channel, and if subscribed, you'll see them daily on your homepage. Let me know in the comments down below what else you're looking for a seed. A lot of people did say they wanted to see a mooshroom biome because it's so rare. Oh, by the way, this island, there's something very interesting. It looks like it's a spinning blade that's kind of frozen still, and the horses do spawn in here because it is a plain. So if that's something you want, you can call this Horse Island, and you can make it your sanctuary. I don't know, just something to consider. But yeah, besides that, let me know what you want to see in the comments. I'm always interested to see what most people are looking for because it seems to be changing a lot. And also let me know if you have any seeds that you want me to check out, because That's something a lot of people have some interest in. So, oh yeah, also, yeah, that's just about everything I want to say today. Thank you all very much for watching Seed Sunday in general, and I'll see you all next week for hopefully an even crazier seed. I don't know if that's actually possible, but yeah, I'll see you all in the next video. Bye!